And there we go. I could have gotten all 6 cages first time, but there you go. Now this is where it splinters. We could go off to, oh pardon me, Blue Mountains, but you actually need a certain power first before you can go there. And so there's no point going up to there. So we're just going to continue to Gong Heights. This is where some really epic music plays. Some of the more soothing music, I have to say, in the game. But it's not this music. You can actually get all cages first time through. Whoa! In this level. Now if we jump back down here. Cage. First one. I think you can get all cages first time through. Ow! That hurt. I didn't notice that. The helicopter power is going to come in quite useful here. Right, let's just avoid them and go across the top. It's not this music that I'm thinking of that's awesome, it's the next music track that's about to play at the end of this one. Now there's a bit that you can't really reach. Oh well, lucky I've got that platform. Now the bit that you want to reach is a bit hard to see. I think you can just see it there. Oh! I'm lucky I had the helicopter power there to get across there. Oh, here it is. Now, how can you admit that that track is not good? Because it's very soothing. I have to say, that's why I just kind of let you listen to it. So obviously, you saw we got that cage back, the 2 cages back there. So that's just where they are. The cage that was above me, where I was almost about to fall to my death, is pretty hard to reach. So just keep trying. You have to just do it at the right point. Oh god, that was close. Here's another cage. Cage 4. 2 more cages and then the next bit. Meditating Monks is that track that I was letting you listen to. Only plays in this level, I believe. It might play in other levels, but I'm pretty sure it only plays here. Okay, this is tough. I think that music just goes so well with the background. And there's exit post. That is a bit difficult, that little bit with the pointy head thing. I won't let you listen to it for a second time, but I think this is the only track that really deserves a second listen. Usually I won't drag out parts like this just to listen to music, but I swear that some music in Rayman is absolutely epic, so I will try and make attention to them. Right, a side scroll is going to come up now, so watch out. This is where the last 2 cages are. This is the second last cage. The other one is just up ahead. Now if the edge of the screen catches you, you will die. So obviously don't let this edge of the screen catch up. Like this! Whoa, 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 that was close. And there's a P here that helps, I suppose. There's the cage, the final one of this level. That's perfect. We've got a full house, essentially. This might go on for a bit longer than I expected. This part might go on for about an hour. So just wait back a bit until... Whoa! That was close. I almost died. Okay, the side scroller stops there. This could be a bit annoying, this bit. Just dive down here. Around. You've got to make sure your X button's working, I can tell you. Exit post right there, around the side. You've got to go around those for some weird reason, but there you go. So there we are, we're past Gong Heights. There's one more level of Banland and we'll do that in a second. I'll just save. Yes, I want to leave the previously saved game, I don't care. And anyway, even if I did get it lost, I can easily just recover what I didn't do. Just by starting again. Because it's not that far in. So let's go on to Mr. Sax's Hullaballoo. The boss of Banland. Feels like it's not taking us that long to get there, but there you go. So obviously I didn't mention this before, but the boss levels tend to be just an amalgamation of levels that you've done before. There was a life up there that I didn't realise. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, I've gone too far. Hold on a sec, folks. Now obviously, as you know, the boss level has all the cages in the beginning area. So, unless there's like multiple levels. So then it'll be spread out. So we want to go up here. There's a cage. Oh, this is close. Well, I managed to avoid the hit there. That was pretty good. There's a cage there, and I'll show you how to get that one in a second. In a second, no, in a couple of minutes. So as I say, the boss levels tend to be an amalgamation of all the stuff you've just done, so you'll find a little bit of everything. Whoa. In them. Especially with the backgrounds. It's nighttime up here, it seems. Now if you go forward, the cage will appear. And we're surrounded by lightning bolt people, essentially. That one I could never really avoid. But there you go. So along here and down. And this is us reached the halfway marker. Where we're going to go into the lower parts of the map. Now there's a P just up there. When you collect it, you'll spawn these circular drum things. I don't know what they're called offhand. Someone will post a comment and remind me what they are. So shoot down here, avoid all the musical staves. And there's another P up there if you need it. There's lots of those things in this level, I can tell you. There's another cage to be had in here, right there. Now what I'm going to do is go spike again just to make this easier. And so, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, platforms, easy enough. Cage, there, simple. Cage 4. I think all the cages are in this first level. I'm not too sure. But obviously, I'm gonna have to get myself bigger again. Come on. Ah, there we go. There's another one of those dreaded P's. Not really. I can't really shoot him. There we go. Now there's a annoying little fairy here who literally does nothing but shrink you, and this is actually deceiving. You need to avoid this one as best as possible. If you do touch it, then just wait there until it wears off, essentially. Okay. Oh, monks. Hello, monkeys. That sounded wrong. just jump along the top of them. They're over the spikes below at least. Now they're in the snowy tundra area, essentially. I think it starts snowing when we get to this point, if I remember correctly. Whoa. Ah, there we go. No, oh yeah, it's snowing. Look at that, lovely snow. That's cage 5. I think the 6th cage is up ahead. Yeah, because I think if this one, if I'm right, then it's not more than just, okay. Whoa, careful, right, you've got to hang there to get that one. That's a difficult one to reach, especially with the slide on it. Especially that one as well, right? We've got to go to the right and get in the centre to avoid getting hurt. Like that. If you're at the edges, he will hurt you, essentially. Right, avoid that. Now, you could go to the exit post, but there's actually a cage, the final cage, to be found here. Jump up the rings, essentially, and shoot them, and there's the cage. Now, we could just say, okay, that's that, but there's actually a little Easter egg to be found up there. Right, so grab the rings. This can be quite tough, I can tell you. Just jump as best as you can. There's a bit of an Easter egg. Get that life. Look! Santa Claus! Santa's not Christmas, so it doesn't really mean anything. But there you go, there's a Santa Claus Easter egg for you. The good thing about Rayman is that the developers were good at putting Easter eggs in, I have to say. But let's exit. And head on to the next part of the level. We're actually going to come up against Mr. Sax himself. Now this is actually a 2-stage boss battle. Now the more health points you can lose here, the easier the next part is going to be. So obviously the more health points you lose here, the easier the second bit's going to become. Now you want to hit these from this side. Oh no, that didn't work. Shit, I should have. Right, you've got to. Whoa. Okay, so you've got to hit them from the front, obviously. But as I say, the more hit points you can take down here of Mr. Sax, the easier this becomes in the second bit, which is very tight and narrow. Oh god. There's a lot of things to be had here. We can get a level up, I think. Yeah, there's another life. 30 lives, that's pretty good. There we go. I think we've lost about half his health, which is actually very good. Fist if you need it. I think the music stops now for a bit. At least as far as I remember. Now this is where it's going to become a bit tricky, because there's a life here. Grab it and then dive down into the next bit. Now, depending on how many things you hit him with in the previous bit, this will determine how easy the level is. Now you've got to avoid these, shoot them if you want, and they're very annoying. And they shoot off little mini things like that. Okay, die. Now this can be quite tough, mainly because of what's going to happen. Okay, there we go. Okay, you've got to dive around all these little mini things as well. Right, 5 more hits is all I have to do. Oh, this one you've got to avoid. Oh, close. You've got to get under him before he gets to you, basically. Oh god. Got to wait for him to jump and then get under. If you don't get there quick enough, you're screwed, basically. And that's nasty that way. He hides the actual hitting device in within his bombs. Oh no, that's going to cause me a hit point. I thought that would happen. But that one, you've just got to kind of crawl forward, essentially. And sometimes you might just go in a line of doing that. Whoa. Okay, now if you lose a life here, this battle becomes incredibly hard, I have to say. Because it lowers the chances of amount of hits you've got to take. crawl along that bit. Don't hit most of these things when they get to the 3 in a row like that. A pattern eventually develops, essentially. Ow! I didn't mean to take that point. Now I've got it a bit harder. There's a bit of pressure on me now. 2 lives for him, 3 for me. I suppose that's not too bad. Just kind of crawl around his bombs, essentially. We got to helicopter, essentially. Get under him. You've got to do it in that one hit, otherwise you're screwed. Shoot! Bang! Okay, one more point left, and that's it. I've got 3 attempts to do it, essentially. Crawl! Okay, that was close. Get under him. And there we go, he's defeated. But of course, with everything, they'll come back to life and be happy, essentially. Why is Mr. Sachs diving around anyway? I don't know. But I actually completed that in less than 55 minutes, just the same as the previous session. That's not too bad, especially with all those deaths. So obviously, when we get a few extra powers, we could go back to Bongo Hills and get the cage there, but I don't think I will. I'll do that when I get the dash ability, I think, because then I'll just do these 2 at the same time. So that's just completed Bandland. We've still got a couple of cages to get before we can officially say that's 100%. But that's this session finished. We've done Bandland. In the next... Oh, that sounded like it was glitching there. In the next session, we'll be going on to Blue Mountains in Twilight Gulch. This is where the difficulty really ramps up now. It gets harder. So hopefully I'll be able to succeed. So yeah, thanks for watching this session, and in the next session we'll be going on to Blue Mountains. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next part. Bye now.